questions. Is this doing what it needs to do? Is this ensuring that things that shouldn't happen are not allowed to happen? That's better than doing nothing at all. Any questions? Any legitimate questions?
I have a question for you. You talked about this stuff, basically how you put the threat model.
Mm-hmm.
You also mentioned the teams that will be analyzing the threat model. Can you give us an example of teams and like how they analyze that? Discovered a threat and then mitigated it. Then do your process. I'm pretty sure we have orders that you expect further. And then address the threat.
Do you want one where a vulnerability was found after the fact or where it was found during the dev cycle? Okay, during the dev cycle. Let's say we're in user acceptance testing and users are loose on the system, and just to try to break it, they're doing all sorts of stupid things like putting in they're putting in their name in the zip code field, and wow, this is doing something it shouldn't do. Well, they feed that back to the project team. The project team has, assuming that a system architect is still involved in the project at that point, they would likely be the ones to go to the threat modeling team. Threat modeling team consisting of senior developers, system architect, assuming the organization has any sort of a security team in place, obviously there would be representation from that team. They would go to the threat modeling team and assess, okay, we found a threat here. We have a field that accepts input that it shouldn't. What can you do with that? What can you access with that? What is the risk of it being exploited? That would fall to however your post-implementation support is structured. At that point, the project team doesn't really exist anymore, but assuming it's not immediately post-implementation. Right. Well, obviously they need to assess the what is the risk of waiting to fix this. I'll ask a question back. Does project lifecycle include the maintenance phase? Okay. That's why it's important to make sure that your support folks are aware that any sort of changes that are made as part of break fix need to be reflected in the threat model, especially if those changes have anything to do with entry points to an application. There is no threat model team. At that point, the threat model document is already in place, and it's simply a matter of making changes to that document. Any other questions? Thank you very much.